went around because I'm very superstitious. I'm driving in this morning, and there's the black cat, but it's set off to the side sitting, and it's looking at me, and I feel like it was like, you're lucky it's Wednesday the 13th. It's not Friday the 13th, so I was just kind of like gave it a little salute, and I made my turn. Like, it didn't cross in front of me, but I thought it was like a mutual understanding between me and the black cat. Like, you're good, go ahead.
He gave you I'll allow it.
Yeah, because you know what I'm doing today? I'm going to an ear doctor to check my hearing today.
Oh, you are?
Oh my gosh, this is big for you.
I know.
Are you scared?
Kyle and I have hearing issues.
I have terrible hearing. I know I need to do that, but I know they're probably going to say that I probably need a hearing aid, and I'm not ready for that.
See, I can't believe that you or I would need a hearing aid yet, because we can hear. We just sometimes
can't hear.
Sentences are mumbled.
We can't hear.
I had to fill out this whole questionnaire, and it was like, why do you think your hearing's gone? I'm like, well, headphones, radio career, they've peaked a few times in my ears, and it's just terrible.
Did you also say Rich Barra, because you usually blame him?
I will blame him when I'm meeting with the doctor today.
Right.
But I'm doing that today, and I thought, it's the 13th. Oh, my God, bad luck. I'm so superstitious. I have to let that go when it comes to I come in tomorrow with hearing aids and stuff. It'll be terrible.
It could be. Maybe it'll be better. Maybe it'll be better.
Right, it would change your life.
And my sister sends me this link to the AirPods, how they're used for being hearing aids.
Yeah, the new ones are kind of cool, where you could kind of adjust it. You can turn down or up the ambient noise. Although, you're walking around with an AirPod, but I think that's kind of a
what
thing
is
people do.
Ambient noise?
Like, everything around you. If you're in a restaurant, that noise. That's the noise.
I thought ambient was a color. Like a crayon. Peyton, what happened yesterday? Because I know there was the blood donation truck out here, right? I'm a big fan of donating blood. I'm trying to be part of the 100-gallon club because my dad was. But did you donate?
Well, I had made an appointment to donate, and we had gotten like a couple of emails about it. So I was like, heck yeah, I'm on top of the game. I'm going to get brownie points over here, right? I'm getting my blood drawn at work. And I go.
Oh, brownie points like with management?
Yeah.
Like, I can't come to that meeting donating blood outside.
Exactly.
They kind of there was a lot of emails about it.
Right.
There was almost a little bit of pressure for it. It's obviously a good thing to do.
You got blood? You go down there, donate.
Absolutely. Yeah, and so I was like, this is my total love up moment for the day. I'm going to go donate blood. I'm feeling good. And I go up there, and they poke my finger, and then they have to test my iron, and she's like, you're like really iron deficient. Like, let me try your other finger. And so she pokes my other finger.
Is that different blood on the other finger?
I don't know. Actually, the levels came back different.
Really?
I guess, yeah. So now I have these two pokey things on my finger for no reason because they wouldn't let me draw blood.
Because your iron was too low.
Because my iron was too low.
Gotta
and they
get some
said
steak.
they said if I drew the blood that it would make me feel terrible.
Oh, no.
Wow.
Yeah. So I was like, well, thank you for looking out for my safety and actually caring.
Yeah.
Isn't the poke in the finger the worst?
It hurts.
It just reminds me so much of my childhood when they had to do that whenever you did that when you go to the doctor as a kid.
Yeah.
I hate that.
It's so uncomfortable. It's the poke itself wasn't bad. It's right now. When I put my shoes on this morning, I was like, ow, that hurt.
It reminds me of when I was pregnant with Easton. I had gestational diabetes, and I had to do that every time I ate. Test my blood.
Is that an iron thing?
No, I don't really understand gestational diabetes, but basically it's something off with your blood sugar when you eat certain things. So I had to test my blood every time I ate to make sure that it wasn't too high. Yeah.
Oh my God.
I had a little machine. I still have it. I have a little machine and a little test strips.
Let's poke each other.
Bring it in.
I've had, was it Vitalent? Is that who's here? Oh, I like them a lot. I really, really like their crew. I give so much blood, I know their crew.
John Jay.
My level of iron before has been too high.
Really?
So what they did was, I like to give as much as I can. So they only take the minimum of, they can't, they said, oh, your iron too high, you got to donate a pint. I either do the Power Red and give out all your blood cells.
What's the difference with all that? Because I remember when they sent the email out, I clicked on it to see, and it was Power Red, plasma, something, and then whole blood. Mm-hmm. But don't they just take out the blood no matter what?
No, but they put if you do the Power Red, they take the blood cells out and they put your blood back in, and they
really
they keep it's something like that. I've done all of them before.
Wow,
it all depends whatever they need. I'm like, yeah, take it, whatever you need, man.
Yeah,
my blood's your blood. So I was telling Rich when I walked in this morning, he talked about this video I posted on Instagram yesterday. Did you guys see the video of my house?
Insane! It's insane.
The trees.
Yeah, I
the
did.
trees.
Yeah.
So it was the other day. My backyard's been a disaster for a long time. So we went to Moon Valley Nurseries. They came over and they were like, well, we can do this, because I have these two palm trees in my backyard and one of them is dead. And I'm just waiting for it to fall and smash my house.
Because it's really tall.
Yeah, and it's been dead for a year. So they said it has some sort of palm tree disease, and why don't we just take down both of them? Because if now we have to take down the other one, it's very difficult to get to your house. They can't go into my alley. So they brought the world's biggest crane.
I've never seen anything like it.
When I walked outside and I saw this crane, I was like, it was weird. I felt like a little kid, all excited.
They shut down your whole street.
My whole street. They had they got the permits to shut down the street. They had to take this crane, and I don't know if you can see it. Also, there's a guy on the top dangling from the crane, and he goes into the backyard and he dangles over the palm tree. And I thought they would cut the palm tree down in little pieces. They cut like a big halfway, and they just carried it over the tree. Over the house. It was freaking nuts, man. And they're coming back today to do other things. And like, they come in, I don't know if it's today or another day, they're going to grind up the stump, which I think sounds so cool.
Do you think it's like, do you feel like maybe they didn't need the crane, but because they have access to a crane, it's like, let's use the crane. Might as well lift
I would
it
use the crane for everything.
Yeah, I know. I mean, it looks pretty cool.
My wife's like, oh my God, that looks so scary. And this guy goes, that's Miguel. He loves it.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Yeah, I totally love it.
You're riding over a house and you're pulling a whole tree out of the ground.
You have to love it to do that.
Yeah.
If not,
it was
terrible.
first class, man. They came over to my house. I've never heard of this before either. They came over last week and they pumped my front yard full of grass vitamins.
That's good.
Yeah.
It looks different.
I'm sure I'm not using the right language, but the way they said it. But
it's not
because my
fertilizer.
grass is so green right now. No, not fertilizer. They had to pump the soil with something. Anyway, it's nuts. I trust them implicitly. Is that right?
Sure.
I think so. Sounds good.
I heard some lady said that to me one time when I took her dogs. I trust you implicitly. And I was like, oh, thanks. I trust Moon Valley Nurseries implicitly.
You trust them with your ambiance.
I do. I trust them with my Beyonce. Anyway, it's Moon Valley Nurseries. Use them. And check out the video on my Instagram, John J. Van Ness. What's coming up? 3 things you need to know, Kyle.
If you want to get a great deal and you're thinking maybe I'm going to wait for Black Friday sales, maybe Cyber Monday sales, don't. Go to TikTok Shop right now. They're not waiting to start their Black Friday and Cyber Monday deals for those days. It all starts today. They're actually calling it Brand Palooza. So from today, Wednesday, November 13th to Wednesday, November 27th, which is the day before Thanksgiving, Brand Palooza will provide brand-focused exclusive products for up to 55% off. And then they're also going to do a Black Friday, Cyber Monday thing. They're celebrating with live streams with celebrities. Nicki Minaj is part of it. The D'Amelio family, other celebrities will be doing brand-specific deals on Black Friday and Cyber Monday.
But are they good products, though? Because when I buy products from Instagram, every time they've been terrible.
I mean, the Brand Palooza products include like Philips, Benefit Cosmetics, Liquid IV, Hey Dude, The Ordinary Store, like big brand names.
Oh, yeah.
Philips, the screwdriver?
Philips, like the electronics company. So I think you could probably get some pretty good deals. And I know, Peyton, you love TikTok Shop, so now's the time to hit it up and get some deals. Today, we should be doing nice things. I mean, we should be doing nice things every day, but today specifically is World Kindness Day of 2024. The theme this year is pretty simple. No act of kindness, no matter how small, is ever wasted. So take that with you for your day, whether you pay it forward and buy the coffee for the person behind you, or whether you just give someone a smile and a compliment today. Today is the day. It is World Kindness Day. So just yesterday, we talked about the labeling mistake of Mattel with their Wicked movie dolls, and they accidentally put an adult website on the back of the box. Yes, they apologized. Another huge mistake that was so simple was made by Costco, a labeling mistake, and it forced them to recall 80,000 pounds of butter just because the label forgot to mention there's milk in this butter.
Oh, no.
They had to recall it because obviously milk can be an allergen for some people. It's important that you put that on the label. That's why they have the labels, in the first place. So they had to get rid of 80,000 pounds of butter. And it's funny because the comments about it are like, people pretty much know there's butter in milk. Like, it's pretty much an obvious, right? Like, it's...
And you can't just put a sign on the freezer where the butter is?
Nope. They had to take them out. They had to take them out and get rid of all the butter, which is kind of a bummer. Yeah. Just get small details. We got to make sure we pay attention to the small details. And that's 3 things you need to know.
So it's World Kindness Day, also known as Love Up Day. Here's what the Lord has to say.
You want to know how to change the world, son? One act of random kindness at a time.
Very true. Very true.
Very true. 104.7 KISS FM. John Jane Rich. Sabrina Carpenter concert sold out tonight. We've got tickets, and we're going to give them away an hour from now. So make sure you're listening. And that is tied into the vibe. What is the vibe, Peyton?
I'm going to tell you which Sabrina Carpenter song you are that matches your vibe based on your zodiac sign. And if it's your birthday, you are a Scorpio, and you share a birthday with Jimmy Fallon and Whoopi Goldberg.
Well, hello, Annette. Happy birthday.
Thank you, John Jay.
So that would make her
Yeah, Scorpio.
Scorpio.
Yeah, happy birthday, Annette. So the song for you, intense and magnetic, Scorpio energy is perfectly shown in the song Bedchem.
Who's the cute boy with the white jacket and the thick accent? Like, ooh, maybe it's all in my head, but I bet a really good Bedchem.
I do like that song.
I do too. This is like becoming one of my favorites on the album. But this song, it just dives into the theme of chemistry and deep emotional connection, which definitely aligns with your Scorpio passionate and mysterious nature.
Awesome.
All right, Annette, have a great day. Drive safe.
I will. Thank you.
Happy birthday.
So many great songs on that album. Like, I've never heard that song before. It sounds freaking
that's
great.
Really?
Yeah.
No skips.
Joanna, what's your sign? Good morning.
Hi, good morning. I'm a Cancer.
Okay, so Cancer, the song for you, sensitive and emotionally in tune Cancers, you may find that the song Lie to Girls is relatable.
You don't have to lie to girls. If they like you, they'll just lie to themselves.
Exactly. The song, it
Like
touches
you.
on vulnerability in relationships, and it really speaks to the heart of the Cancers, which explores themes of trust, protection, and deep emotions. This song basically just sums up how Cancers will love somebody so hard that eventually it's going to hurt them.
That's a very Cancer song, yes.
Yeah.
It goes with my sign. Thanks, Peyton.
You're welcome.
I think you need to, like, there should be a response to that. You don't have to lie to girls. Yes, I do. I'm only 20 and I have a fake ID. And you're 23 and you ask my age.
Oh my gosh.
And that happened to me. I met a girl at a bar and I was 20 and she was 23. And so I lied to her about my age. And then we started dating. And then she found out my age. She had a meltdown.
Why?
Whatever.
Just
Because she was like, you don't understand. When you're 23, you think totally different.
Oh, was that
like,
the-
right, whatever. And then she was right.
Well,
She's
I mean,
totally
but
right.
This song, though, it's like they'll lie to themselves. So if she really wanted you to be 23, she would have lied to herself,
Oh,
and then
good.
you would have been fine. So I think you were the problem in that.
Oh, I'm always the problem. That's another song.
You're always
Hey,
the
it's
problem.
me. I am the problem. Mary, hi. Mary and Kyle are both Libras. Hi.
I am Libra. Yes, I am.
Yes. Okay. So Libras, you guys are
Keep
romantic.
singing, John Jay.
Keep going. You guys are idealistic too. Libras, you guys love a good love story, and Dumb and Poetic is just that.
You're so dumb and poetic. It's just what I fall for. I like the aesthetic.
So good. This song, it speaks to my Libra's vibe for beauty and harmony in relationships, celebrating the highs and lows of sometimes some foolish moments. And Libra is our hopeless romantic of the signs, and Dumb and Poetic is the same for this album.
All righty.
Love it.
All right, Mary, have a great day.
You too. Bye-bye.
How about Pisces?
Yeah, Rich, this is actually my favorite song on the album right now, but emotional and imaginative. Pisces find a soulmate in the song Don't Smile.
Don't smile because it happened, baby. Cry because it's over.
Oh my gosh, literally one of my
that's
favorites.
good.
It's so good. This track, it just dives into the world of emotions and reflections, and it resonates with my Pisces ability to see beauty and vulnerability and their tendency just to get lost in your feelings.
Yeah, this is like a warm feeling in
It
the song,
is.
but
It's just
desperate
like,
still.
It's like embrace just where you are. I love this
The
song.
Pisces love ourselves, an unrequited love song.
What about for you, Leos?
Leos, the song for us, we're bold and self-assured, and Leos, we thrive on passion and attention, which is why Please, Please, Please is a perfect match.
Please, 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 don't bring me to tears when I just did my makeup so nice.
Exactly, like, I look cute and pretty, stop making me cry. That is what that song is.
San Diego has topped the annual list of best cities for Thanksgiving. The worst place is Stockton, California. It's probably because of Sons of Anarchy.
Well, I lived in San Diego. It seemed like everybody went out to like Glamis, to the dunes for Thanksgiving.
A lot of people here do that. When I lived in San Diego, I would always go to two of my friends' houses. According to a survey, 46% of Americans are on the lookout for fun shapes of pasta to try. So they're going to be thrilled to hear that a company is going to be releasing snowflake-shaped pasta this holiday season. Oh, so many people. That's what are you doing today? Searching for pasta.
With different shapes.
The Mayo Clinic posted the number of push-ups people in good shape should be able to do at each age. How many push-ups do you think you do, Peyton?
Maybe 15?
Kyle?
Like real ones?
Yeah, real ones.
Yeah, I would say 10 to 15.
Yeah.
Rich, how many do you think you do?
Realistically, 15 to 20.
If you're 25 years old, women should be able to do 20 push-ups. 28 for men. 35 years old, women should be able to do 19 push-ups, men 21. 45 years old, 14 push-ups for women, 16 for men. 55 years old, 10 push-ups for men, 10 push-ups for women, 12 for men. 65, 10, and 10. I think I could do 50 push-ups without stopping.
I feel like we need to test this theory and see how many push-ups we can all do. Girl push-ups, I could probably knock out 100.
Right.
But real
Oh, you
push-ups,
mean like on your
gotta
knees?
if you got to have a good core. I don't have that.
No, I don't think girl push-ups. I think normal push-ups. Let's see what else I have. Oh, you did the wicked thing already. That's in my thing. Yesterday, Burger King announced that they're selling 1 million Whoppers for $1 while supplies last. That's cool.
It is if you don't. Do you have to do the app and all that stuff, too?
I don't know. I didn't read that far.
I don't like the trickery when they do that. Just do it.
What do you got for life hacks?
Okay, let's talk about peeing on road trips. Everybody's been there. Airport, airplane, in a car. Got to pee? Nowhere in sight. I've even been there when it says, next rest stop 70 miles away. That's no good when you got to pee. So I actually owe this to a couple of listeners who've been sending me this video of how you can stop your pee when you have to. And it involves your right leg, not your left leg. But you squeeze where you're just above your ankle, but below your thigh. You squeeze it or pinch it, and they say that it will relieve your need to pee for about 15 minutes. Has anybody ever tried that before? Have you even heard of that before?
No, I have not.
So try that if you're on a road trip this weekend or next weekend, I guess, the Thanksgiving week, when everybody's on the road. Squeeze your right leg in the back, like behind your shin, and see if that helps alleviate your need to pee. Sounds crazy, but it might just work. That life hack and many more can be found at johnjanerich.com.
So real quick, I one of the things I don't like doing is speaking in public. You know, I don't want to get on stage. I don't want to MC anything. I don't. And sometimes I get put in situations where I do it and I hate it, right? And you know how I like the stem cells? I go to Cancun and get stem cells. Well, the stem cell clinic is opening up a clinic in Cabo, which is a much shorter flight. And they asked me if I would MC like the opening of it. And I'm like, sure, man. You know, but I thought it's something small. Like, now I know that like Gary Brecka, he's a famous biohacker. He's going to be there. And there's a whole bunch of biohackers into the stem cells.
That alone's got to make you excited to go.
Yeah, because I get to meet him. And then him and I are going to do like a podcast or something. So I was like, totally cool for that. But I told you guys off air, they sent me this contract, right? I've never had a contract to be an MC before. I don't want to be an MC. And they sent it to me again, saying, can you sign this, please? And I'm reading it. And everything I'm about to tell you right now, which is paragraph 2 of the MC obligation, makes me sick to my stomach.
God.
The MC shall introduce speakers, make announcements, engage with the audience, and perform other relevant tasks to host the entirety of the event and keep the agenda flowing as smoothly as possible. The MC represents and warrants the MC has knowledge, skills, and experience necessary to perform the speaking services, and furthermore agrees to appropriately represent themselves and in no way provide dramatized, falsified, or otherwise unsupported information. What? Like, when I get up there, I just wing it. I'm making stuff up. I can't be a real MC. Do you know what I mean? Like I always look at like when you sign up for us to do your commercials, and you're getting John Jane Rich, hopefully you've listened to the show and you know the personality, right?
Go a little sideways from time to time.
Right. Like, you can't get upset when you hear a commercial we say something that offends you because you hired us. I can't. Like, I'm sick to my stomach that I have agreed to this. And it's like 3 days.
Of emceeing the event?
Yes.
Good grief.
No.
I know. It's not.
I mean, that sounds like pretty standard language for somebody who does that.
I don't do that.
Yeah.
Like,
it's kind of weird. It's like, it was almost like you applied for it, and now they're giving you your contract, but you didn't apply for it.
Right. It was a nonchalant thing. Like, hey, we're going to open up a clinic in Cabo. Would you want to come and MC them opening? Sure. You know what I mean?
Have you asked him if you can do it without signing anything?
No, it's all emails back and forth right now. Yeah. Anyway.
Well, you don't want somebody else to do it. You got to do it.
I want to play a couple of comedy clips that I think are so damn funny that I just have to highlight for you. One is comedian Brian Regan. And Kyle and I have shared this guy's humor for a while, right? I mean, he's just absolutely hilarious. And this is a clip I've never heard of before, where he's talking about a reality show. And listen.
Talking about TV. I watch weird shows, man. There's one I'm trying to understand. It's about moonshiners, this reality show. I don't get it. There's a guy hiding out in the woods trying to make moonshine. I don't understand the premise. Liquor is legal. What's he doing? Hiding behind trees. Don't tell anybody I'm out here. Why are you out here? I'm making moonshine. You want some? No, I can get Jack Daniels over at the liquor store. It's legal. Has been for a while. Come out of the woods and read a newspaper.
Oh, it's so funny. The other one is Kevin James. He used to have a TV show called King of Queens. He's been on TV a lot. He's in the movie Grown Ups with Adam Sandler. And this is him talking. This, to me, is extremely relatable. So if you're in a relationship, I mean, Peyton, we're going to get into your relationship with your boyfriend here in a second, but we all are in this right here is a conversation between me and my wife pretty much every day.
My wife's awesome. I love her so much. She loves to talk. She's like the balance to me. She's so good at it. That night we got in the car to drive home and she just started talking again. I was like, hey, we don't need it now. We don't need to talk ever again. No, we don't. That's a good thing. I mean, we've been together like 20 years. I've already said every word I'm ever going to say to her in every combination. That's it. And she said every word to me. She knows everything about me. I know everything about her. We don't need to talk anymore. We can finish out the rest of our life with gestures. That's it. You want to talk? Go in your closet, take your clothes off, and talk all night long. But why do I have to be there? And I hear it. Telling me things that I experienced with her. I was with her all day. I can't believe Alan stood up in front of everybody revealing facts about his son. I didn't like that at all. I couldn't believe it. Could you believe it? And in my head, I'm going, yes, I can. You know why? Because I was there.
Anyway, what's going on with you and your boyfriend? Different levels of relationships.
Yeah, totally. We've been together for a little over 4 years. We live in a 1-bedroom apartment, and things are good. Except for it kind of made me think yesterday. I was like, I'm missing something here. And it made me think, like, what are the things in your house that you can't have because of your significant other? And for me, it's flowers. I'm not allowed to have flowers at the house.
Right.
Because Kadeem has, like, these insane allergic reactions to flowers. It's like he's absolutely miserable, and then in turn I'm miserable because he's miserable. Then he can't sleep, and then I can't sleep because he can't sleep, and it's just stressful, and I just want my house to look pretty and have flowers.
Well, you got rid of your cat because of that.
I did.
You got rid of your cat because of his allergies.
Yes.
Now you can't have plants. Fake plants.
Yeah, fake flowers.
But I want, it's different when you have like fresh flowers in your house.
That actually makes the whole place look better.
Yeah.
I think
so too. And I'm just super bummed out that I don't get to have pretty flowers in my house.
I remember when we got married, my wife made me move my posters into another room.
Like you're really cool, like your Godfather?
Star Wars poster, Godfather poster, Animal House poster, Rocky poster.
You're lucky she just made you put it in another room so you get rid of them.
Then it was one room. First we got married, it was in one room, and then we moved to another house, and they kind of put it in the hallway into the garage. Then it got put in the garage, and then it kind of went away there in storage. Now I have like one Star Wars poster that's autographed, and I was able to put it in one of my son's rooms. So like my son's room is kind of like where I put my stuff now.
Makes sense.
That's sort of sad. That's why I have a basement. All my stuff's in the basement. Because, I will say that my living room looked like a Guitar Center. So now it does not. Now it's all in the basement, and nobody comes in the basement really except for me.
Yeah, you got your own little man cave.
Yeah.
Kyle, why do you say your brain is full?
Because, well, okay, we've talked several times about how, I don't remember certain things. Like, just the other day, you were with us when we were talking to Ashanti for an hour. I don't remember that.
Yeah, no, you don't remember that? You don't remember that comedian that came in here and dropped his pants and showed you his wiener?
Don't remember that. Maybe blocked that one out on purpose. I don't know, but I don't remember that. And yesterday I had this moment where I was like, oh my gosh, this is why I don't remember things, because my brain is full of things that I don't need and probably don't necessarily even want. So yesterday after the show, I was talking with Rich and Grant was like, Kyle, when's the last time you listened to the Crash Test Dummies album? And I'm like, like 20 years ago, probably, whenever it came out. I don't know. But I used to love that album, right? And he's like, I listened to it the other day, front to back. It's still slaps. Like, it's so good. And I'm like, you know what, Grant? I'm going to listen to that album on the way home. And guess what? I still know at least 80% of the lyrics of every song. Not just the song that was on the radio. Like deep tracks, track 3, track 5. I'm singing all the words.
Wow. Because I was just going to say, I know the
I know every word to that one. I do not know the words to the other ones.
Dude, I literally hit Kyle with When You Go on Camping Trips, and she knew the whole song like immediately.
Nature.
Were those hit songs? I've never heard those songs.
No, these are deep cuts.
They were not.
That was really the song.
Best song. The song I listened to that got me into it, I listened to it 5 times, and I was like, well, I'm just going to listen to the whole album, was I Think I'll Disappear Now.
Oh, I love that
song. Dude, Crash Test Dummies. Can we work in some Crash Test Dummies this morning, guys?
It's not even so relevant. Like, nothing about it is relevant at all. But the fact that I still remember 80% of all the lyrics of every song on the album, I'm like, this is it. Why do I remember this? But I don't remember a comedian getting naked in the studio. Why? I don't know.
Did you say it again? Remember this one? Crash Test Dummies?
I think I'll disappear now. Remember this one?
What's their hit?
That's it.
Isn't that the name of the song?
It's literally called yeah. It's
Not
like,
Mbop? Was it around the same time Mbop came out?
it was before Mbop.
There must have been a writer's block.
He's like, hey, we need a chorus.
Pretty sure it was before then.
Well,
so that's why I have senseless lyrics. I'm wondering, like, I also, like, after that, I tried to unlock, like, are there other albums that I have in my head that I don't realize I have in my head?
Yes.
That's just taking up space.
Ace of Base and Sierra for you.
Oh, you're right. You're right. 100%. Salt and Peppa's first album.
See, that's what I remember because I'm the one. Grant came in talking about Crash Test Dummies. I'm like, Kyle was really in that album. That's how that started.
For me, it's TV shows. Like TV shows. Like there's an episode of a TV show I loved called Mork and Mindy. And Mork sings like rockabye in his Orchid language. And he goes, Vingadoo hatchling, Vingadoo. And I'll sing that to myself sometimes for no reason at all. Vingadoo.
Well, you're different. You're insane.
But I don't know whole albums at all. Oh, this is Crash Test Dummies?
This was the one song that, like, people would probably know from them. The other tracks, no one would know. You would definitely know this.
And you might need to fast forward to like 45 seconds in, Rich.
Kyle knows all the words.
Kyle's having a minute.
But when
he finally came back, his hair had turned from black into bright white.
I know. Why do I know this?
He said that it was from when the cousin smashed so hard.
This is the part I know.
That's a perfect John Jay lyric right there.
All right.
Yeah, I mean, totally unnecessary.
Okay, now, do we say hi to Jose? No?
Not yet.
Okay. Jose, keep it short and sweet. Tell us about your ex.
So my ex decided the next day to come over to my house and slash my tires, all 4 of them. But luckily, I had insurance, so I got new tires out of it.
Okay, that's short and sweet. Thomas, good morning. Keep it short and sweet. What do you got?
Hey, good morning. So I was active duty, and me and my wife got separated. She decided to call the post commander to ask for spousal support. So, because of her, now I'm married to a man.
That's taking spousal support to a whole new level, I think.
Yes, for sure.
So because of her, you found out you were gay?
Amongst other things. But
okay.
It was a cherry on the cake.
Cherry on the cake.
Well,
okay.
I like that.
Okay, Thomas, thank you. All right. Have we said that, Stephanie? No, right?
No.
Okay. Stephanie, keep it short and sweet. What do you got? Tell us about your ex.
So I had a boyfriend on Valentine's Day, and I was pregnant, and he told me that if I wanted to be intimate with him, if I didn't want to be, that I should have told him before he picked me up.
Oh, that's sad.
No.
Rude. What a
That's
slime
jerk.
ball.
You should call her for jerk ex. I want to ask a couple more questions to Hillary. Hillary, you're the one with, what was your short story?
My ex had lied about having cancer to keep me in his life.
Okay, can you give us more details on that?
Yeah, so we were pretty much like at the end of the relationship. I was done with that, and he brought up, he's like, well, I didn't want to tell you, but I just went to the doctor and I have cancer. And then I stayed with him for a couple more months because he kept telling me that he would bring me to doctor's appointments and that he was going to start chemo. And, like, he had, like, typed up and printed out his own paperwork to, like,
oh my God,
say about cancer details. And, there was always an excuse why an appointment got canceled or why the chemo wasn't starting or why his family didn't know yet. So it was all just a huge lie.
So how'd you find out? Like,
Because he's still alive.
Right. But, like, you can survive if you have cancer. But, like, how did you find out?
Well, I put two and two together because he won't fess up to it since I've confronted him. He just, like, kind of gaslit me like, oh, you don't believe me in the hardest time of my life. So we're no longer together, but every once in a while he'll still hit me up and be like, hey, I think the chemo is going to start soon. So if you still wanted to be there for me.
That's bad karma, man.
Okay, hold on, Hillary. Hold on. Bridget, keep it short and sweet. What's your crazy ex story?
Okay, so one of my exes, he used to collect our hair, and I didn't really realize it at first, but then he started collecting it from my hairbrush, and I kept asking, like, what are you doing with that? And he's like, oh, it's just for, like, a little project I'm doing. And then he started asking me to collect the hair. So I don't really know what he ended up doing with it, but that was just one of the last
You didn't say what project.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like you need a little closure there.
I think I want to know what you're doing
that's
with
the next
my
question.
hair.
All right. Oh, man. Jamie, keep it short and sweet. What do you got?
Yeah, so when I was dating a guy online years ago, he came out to meet me in Arizona because he lived in another state, and then we decided to have him meet me at my house, and he came over, and he was later on that night, he was supposed to leave, go stay at a hotel. Well, he refused to leave, and I had to manipulate my way to convince him he ended up leaving, but he just went across the street to the grocery store and where I could see a view from my house, and he slept in his car watching my house all night long.
Oh, creepy.
I'm glad you got him out
That's
of there.
over, though, right? You're not still dealing with that, are you?
No, this was years ago. But anyway, I ended up having to get my dad to call him and threaten to call the police to get him to leave me alone because he kept stalking me after that for like a good few weeks.
Okay, that's creepy. Okay. You guys want to vote? I mean, I think.
Yeah.
Right? We all on the same page here with Hillary?
Yes.
Hillary, you should call your boyfriend, your ex-boyfriend that said he was going through chemo and had cancer, but he's still alive and he's lied. Tell him that his cancer story got you tickets to see Sabrina Carpenter. Hillary?
I'm sorry, can you hear me?
Yeah, you win.
Yay, I'm so excited!
You're gonna go see Sabrina Carpenter tonight. Totally sold out. You get great tickets.
Oh, my daughter's going to be so happy.
Yeah. All right, hold on the line. Hold on. That was fun. That was really fun.
People
there's
are
still
wild.
one other call we didn't take. Is it better than Hillary's? No way. Okay, I didn't think so. That's so out of a storyline in a movie.
Next level.
That took our brains clean off.
So bad.
So nuts. Hi, good morning. Gina. Is it Gina?
Yes, it's Gina.
What's up, Gina? You're on the air. What's going on?
I'm driving to work right now. I just wanted to let you know I've been listening since 90s, early 2000. I actually won something on the radio with you early 2000s when I lived in Houston.
Oh, with me? That would be during my country days, you guys. Country radio.
Do you want a pair of teeth?
Yeah,
Country radio.
No, it may have been country radio. I had to find you in Memorial Park.
Oh.
And I won Creed tickets.
What tickets? Creed?
It had to have been. Yeah.
In a country
awesome.
station?
That's awesome. Probably. Just like we just played.
Creed.
Was it Three Monkey Dummies? What did we play?
Crash Test Dummies?
Yeah. Well, thank you, Gina. Thanks for listening.
Yeah.
Sounds good. Thank you. Have a good day.
Memorial Park, you too. Memorial Park is where when I was in Houston and Rich was in Dallas and we were going to decide to team up together, he flew over and we walked. Remember, we walked Memorial Park. I was interviewing him. What's with those shoes you have on? So, anyway, let's get some entertainment. What do you got on Britney Spears?
Britney Spears has had kind of like a little whirlwind few days. So she finally reconnected with one of her sons, Jaden, and apparently Kevin Federline had no idea about it. But she is approaching a big day, her final child support payment, which Kevin Federline doesn't want because that's what he's been living off of.
Yeah.
Right.
So congratulations to her. I know that's probably like a big relief for her.
And Denzel, this is pretty big, I think.
This is really big, and it's funny because I'm going to play a clip of Denzel Washington. In the beginning of it, he says, I don't know how many more movies I'm going to do. And then he lays out exactly how many more movies and what movies he's going to do. But he says he's at the point in his career where he only wants to work with the best on the best projects.
I don't know how many more films I'm going to make. It's probably not that many. I want to do things I haven't done. I played Othello at 22. I'm about to play Othello at 70. After that, I'm playing Hannibal. After that, I've been talking with Steve McQueen about a film. After that, Ryan Coogler is writing a part for me in the next Black Panther. After that, I'm going to do the film Othello. After that, I'm going to do King Lear. After that, I'm going to retire.
Okay.
That's a lot of films. He contradicts himself a little bit. He says, I don't know how many films I'm going to do. Then he lays them all. Then he says, I'm going to do things I've never done before. I did Othello when I was 23. I'm doing Othello when I'm 70. And I'm doing Othello again.
Right.
Like, that's a lot. I respect the Shakespeare stuff. I don't get it. I don't like it. And I know some of these real actors that are trained actors, they like to do it.
Oh, yeah.
But as a viewer,
well, maybe he'll make it. Maybe the movie will be cool. Maybe they'll modern it up a bit.
And then everyone was like, "Well, Black Panther 3." Like they haven't even announced when Black Panther 3 is coming out, but Denzel's already talking about how he's going to be in it.
Mm-hmm. I think he'll be so good in that franchise.
He supposedly, they're saying, could get an Oscar for this new one, the Gladiator 2.
Oh, wow.
He's so good in it.
It looks. Even the previews look awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, and he's a pretty amazing actor.
Who's the sexiest man alive? Denzel was one point the sexiest man alive. Who's the new one?
So this year, it's John Krasinski. I wish I should have put some of the Office music in there. And Peyton's face says she does not agree with this.
No, she
but
does
I
not.
feel like he has like that quiet confidence sort of like thing going for him.
I don't really know much about him. So when I saw this, I was like, who is this man, first of all? And then I went and I looked and I was like, oh, he's on The Office. And I was like, that's as good as we can do right now. Like, I wish we would have had one of the Rat Boys. Like, I wish we would have had like Jacob Elordi and Timothy Chalamet. Like,
yeah.
It's all about marketing.
Yeah.
This I think used to be a pure segment, but now it's all their agents, because I'm sure he's got a movie. He's got a Jack Ryan movie coming out. So that's why. But you know him. He was Jack Ryan. He was also in the Quiet Place. You ever see that? Is it not The Quiet Place? That was called?
Yeah, he wrote it.
It was called The Quiet Place? I was getting that confused with the place where they were in Purgatory, the TV show.
Oh, yeah. I don't.
I think he's very good looking in like a weird way. Like he's attractive because he's got like, he's not like overly douchey. You know what I mean?
He's not Ryan
I think
Gosling, though.
confidence and just like just being yourself and being comfortable in your own skin is sexy. So I guess.
Bro, I'll tell you, Sexiest Man Alive. Sexiest Man Alive is that guy that was in that movie that was on Netflix for a while. It was just the movie where he was a Marine.
Oh,
and they
yeah.
took his truck.
Yeah.
They took his money. He was getting his brother.
What's that called?
Oh my gosh, the one with the
Rebel Ridge.
Rebel Ridge.
That dude is sexy.
Rebel Ridge is good looking. Rebel Ridge is good looking. Office is not good looking.
You know when you do People Magazine, you open it up and it'll be like all the different people that are sexy and there are certain categories. Rebel Ridge got to be in there.
No, Rebel Ridge is good. Office isn't that hot.
Oh, what about Tom Brady?
Tom Brady is the GOAT on the football field, but he admits he is not the GOAT of parenting. He did this event where he was asked sort of about his parenting style, and he admitted, he has some faults.
All the parents in the room know that being a parent is probably the hardest job all of us have. And we screw up a lot, and I've screwed up a lot as a parent. So I don't want to seem like I'm some expert in parenting, because I'm certainly not that. I have 3 amazing kids that I just try to just be dependable and consistent for them. And honestly, whatever our kids choose, as we know, to do whatever they want to do in life, we got to support.
And he talked about how that was his parents for him. He was a backup quarterback. And he's like, my parents very well could have easily said, hey, you might want a backup plan. It's going to be a tough road for you. But they never said that. And he's like, that's the kind of parenting style that I sort of have. Is like, listen, if you want to go for it, let's go for it. I'm behind you all the way.
How about Patrick Mahomes and Travis Kelce?
Wow. Did you see their houses that were burglarized?
Yeah.
And it was so calculated because whoever did this obviously knew that they had Monday Night Football and they wouldn't be there, right? So it was Patrick Mahomes' house and then Travis Kelce's house the very next day. And we do know that Travis Kelce had his back door was damaged. He had like $20,000 in cash taken. Not quite sure like what was taken from Patrick Mahomes' house, but now the FBI is investigating it, and everyone's like, "Oh wow." If the FBI is getting involved, they wouldn't get involved with just a normal burglary. If the FBI is getting involved, there's some kind of organized crime happening here.
Wow. Okay.
Oh, wow. That's crazy.
It's kind of a big deal. So they're like, okay, what are we looking for here? What are they looking for? And
right. And if you're a football player, you're like, is my house the next house that's about to get hit?
Totally, because you know they stay in a hotel the night before the game, right? So you know they're not going to be home, and you know they're not going to be home while the game is going, which is exactly what, like Monday Night Football, right at kickoff is when Travis's home got broken into.
So scary.
Peyton, you got sad news on Full House?
Yeah, Uncle Joey from Full House announced that he has stage 3 lymphoma.
Oh,
Cancer.
that's sad.
I know, it just dropped like 30 minutes ago. We just found out. I was like, that's so sad.